Fielder has brought with him senior quarterback linebacker Landis Allen and senior lineman Daniel Childs. Coach Fielder, give us some opening comments.
All right, well, first of all, thank you and the Quarterback Club for having us here today. Certainly put on a good program today. I'm excited about the opportunity to be the head football coach at Sachs High School. Being at Sachs reminds me a lot, this year has reminded me a lot like my first year at Donahoe. Right now we're operating with some low numbers. Got about 18 football players out there right now. Junior high program, I'm excited about it because we have some pretty good numbers with our junior high program. But with the varsity program, it's kind of challenging. In the spring game, we played at Heflin, and we played pretty good those first 2 or 3 games. In that last game, we weren't able to play because I just didn't think that our guys were ready for it. But having to play so many minutes with the few guys that we had, so that part of it's been a challenge for me. And looking down the road, I'm hoping that once school starts, we'll be able to get a few more football players out. But I'm excited about the opportunity. I've definitely been there and done that before with the low numbers. Like I said, at Donahoe. What makes this challenge a little bit easier for me is the fact that I've got some familiar faces with me. When I was at Donahoe, I had Coach Mack with me, I had my brother with me, and I had Coach Farlow with me. And then we took that same crew to Talladega, and we had a little bit of success at Talladega. And then taking on this challenge, when I thought about the job, I called Coach Mack and I called Coach Farlow, and they agreed to help me, and I felt a little bit better about the challenge that I'll be facing. And so, I'm looking forward to this opportunity, but I've got some good coaches that are going to help me along the way.
Coach, we're going to get questions in a second. Why don't you just tell us about the 2 guys you decided to bring, or how you decided to bring them, and give us some little background on what you feel these 2 guys mean to you.
Well, first of all, let me say this. We've got a great group of guys on our football team. Just being real with you, normally your football coach has some headaches. You go home because you got some people that might not quite have the right attitude that you want to have. Some may be a little bit rebellious. Some maybe, have a little bit of an attitude. But I can say, since I've been at Sachs, had no attitude problems. Guys are yes sir and no sir. Guys tend to want to be coached up. And so that's exciting for me. But the way I decided to bring the media today was basically players that made the most workouts. And Quay, who's sitting out in the audience, he actually had more workouts than Daniel. DJ, who's the starting quarterback, didn't miss a day. Quay didn't miss a day. And I like old Danny boys, but Quay deserved it. And Daniel talked Quay and let him do it. So.
Okay, well that's good. That's a different approach. Question.
Yeah, Coach. Obviously, you've got some challenges with numbers, and you have in the past. You and I have known each other for a little while. What motivates you, Coach Felder, to stay in it and keep working with these young men?
Well, first of all, let me say this. I had a great high school coach. And my high school coach, he loved the players. He spent time with the players outside of football. And he made a great impact on my life. When I got a scholarship to play football at University of Alabama, my dad couldn't afford to bring me because he had kids to take care of. He couldn't take off work. So it was my high school coach, Danny Freeman, that brought me to Alabama, and he spent a couple of days with me to make sure that I was able to blend in and feel relaxed. And so he just was a great inspirational person to me. And I try to be that for my players. I love my guys. I want them to know that our relationship goes beyond football. And I was speaking to the principal, Mr. Boyd, and I was just telling Mr. Boyd, I do what I do because I want to inspire and encourage our guys. And hopefully we can, hopefully that's what we're trying to do. Hopefully that's what we're doing.
Delanus, Daniel, new coach, sometimes can have some nerves to it. What has it been like having Coach Felder be there, have a different little attitude about it and things? And what's that mean to you guys? And has it been a good experience for you to get started with him and his program?
Yes, sir. It's been a great experience with Coach Felder, actually. I'm not going to compare him and my last coach, because that wouldn't be.
Right.
But it's been a great experience. Fun, laugh. Coach Felder, he's a funny guy, but he know when to luck in, when it's time to luck in.
Thanks for that.
Yes, sir.
That'll give him some.
Coach Vader, when we first met him, he told us flat out, I'm here to win. I want to make the playoffs, and we all got on board with it. A lot of coaches try to say their teams are family, but I see him 6 days a week. I mean, I see him more than my grandmother, so it's really like a family.
That's great. That's great. Question.
Got a question right here for the players. Now that you've had a little while with Coach Felder, what's one thing that makes him the most upset during a practice or whatever?
When one of the other players do not pay attention when he's explaining something. So, like, it'd be someone on the left side and the other person on the right side playing the same exact position, and he doesn't listen when he tells him what the other side to do, and he has to come back and explain it to the other side.
Anybody that's given halfway effort, like he's big on not cussing, but he'll let some words fly when he sees somebody not giving effort.
You're not supposed to say that.
It's soft words. Sometimes it takes.
Coach, you've been doing this a long time right here on the front. Every team takes on its own identity. When you think about this campaign this year with the guys you've got, what's the one thing that excites you the most about this fall with this team?
Well, just that they just a great group of young men. I mean, they just, I miss them when I'm not with them, and I'm with them almost all the time. But, I like to laugh and joke and play around with them. But like I tell them all the time, you just got to know when to do that. When we get on the football field and when I'm talking to them, and it's all about the business. But I mean, it's just a great group of guys. This is, I said this before, and I've had some pretty good kids, but this is probably, one of the greatest groups that I've worked with. And I'd say a lot of them had it down low as well, but this is a great group of kids to work with.
Coach, this is really for the three of you. You mentioned low numbers, so to kind of touch on when school starts, what are some things that you're going to do to increase that, to get out and recruit folks? And to you two players, what are you two guys going to do to get people more involved?
I'll go first. Well, again, under normal circumstances, if the kid doesn't go through spring training, they're not going to play. But with me being a new coach and me not being able to be in and talk about, the things, the way that I want things to be and the way that things will be, I have to let those people that when school start come out and play. I've got to get them that opportunity. And, and we need some more players. And I'm expecting that we'll get a few when school starts. But moving forward, if they don't go through spring training, they're not going to play.
When I get to school, I'm gonna try to encourage people to come out, and I'm not gonna beg anybody to come out, but if there's something in their heart, I'm gonna try to encourage them to do it, especially the bigger guys, because we have a shortage of linemen right now. And
Yeah, I'm more worried about the guys up front. We got a limited number. It's going to be hard to rotate us in and out, so that's really what I'm looking forward to, getting big guys on the team. If I'm lucky, I can get 3 or 4 in there.
Coach, first, welcome back to the county.
Thank you.
You talked about your team numbers for just a minute, but talk about your overall numbers. It seems, looking at this from a distance, that Sacs almost needs to maybe go down to 2A to kind of be able to get things going again like they used to in years past.
I'm not going to say we need to go down. I mean, we're going to compete wherever we are, whether we're 2A, 3A, we're going to compete. So I'm not saying we need to go down. We just got to get better. That's the bottom line. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 of them out there. If they can't play football, it's not going to make a difference. So we just want to work on getting better. We've got 18 out there right now that want to be out there, that are working hard. And we feel good about our opportunity with those 18. And hopefully when school starts, we'll get some more. But if we don't, we'll be ready to play on the 22nd.
This is kind of a loaded question maybe, because I know that your school is a victim of losing players. It's kind of become a statewide thing. Any clue on how to address that?
Say it again.
Well, having a player this year that's
Oh, I
gone
got
to
you.
another school.
Well, first of all, we want the kids out there that want to be out there. And we want kids that want to be at Sacs. We feel like we have a lot to offer at our school. I think there's a big upside to being at Sacs. I think the future at Sacs High School is bright. And, and I think that if somebody wants to go somewhere else, then so be it. But, we're going to maintain with what we have, and hopefully we'll build on that. But, kind of like what DJ said, we're not going to beg people. We'll get it done with what we have.
Coach, we're gonna get, any more questions? We're gonna give you a chance to give your final comments and, let you guys go eat some lunch or whatever y'all doing out there with the media.
Well, again, thanks for having us. We certainly appreciate being able to participate in this. Like I said before, I think we got a good group of guys. We have work to do. I think the future for us is bright. I'm excited about being here. I'm excited about being back. I'm excited about the administration. I'm glad to see that the principal and assistant principal are here. That certainly shows that they support what we're trying to do. And so I'm just excited that we have an opportunity to represent our school, and I think we'll do a good job of doing that.
Well, Coach, we wish you all the luck this year and great job.